Hi everybody, I'm Brandon. I'm going to talk to you about where our water comes from and where it goes. So where does our water come from? It comes from the sky in the form of rain and snow. Hits our mountains, and as the snow and rain falls from the mountains, it'll soaks into the ground. And also, where does it go from there? It ends up in our lakes, up in the hills behind the dams. It ends up in the streams that flow through some of our cities. And ultimately it hits these rivers that'll carry the water from the rivers all the way down to the Great Salt Lake is where that water ends in our area. So as that water makes its journey from the mountains to the Great Salt Lake, what is that water used for along the way? We use that water to recreate. In our lakes and dams, we go boating, we go fishing, we go up and play on the beaches. As it hits the streams and rivers, we fish the streams, we go kayaking, we float tubes down the rivers, we use it to recreate. Some of us love to fish to where we can catch fish and eat the fish out of the river. Some things you might not know that comes from the river as well. A lot of our drinking water in this area is pulled from the river and taken to treatment facilities and is treated, and we use that to drink, to keep our bodies healthy on a daily basis. The other thing that we use that water for as it makes its journey on its path from the mountains to the Great Salt Lake is we use it for irrigation. The irrigation that we use to water our lawns, grow our gardens. The farmers use it to grow the crops in their fields so that we can get vegetables and fruits that we eat and enjoy on it. So as this water makes its journey from the mountains to the Great Salt Lake, as it starts its journey up in the hills, it starts off very clean and pristine waters. There's things that people do along the way that contaminate that water as it makes its journey. And we're going to cover a few of those points today and discuss on how they are harmful to that water and things that we can do so that we don't contribute to the pollution of these streams and rivers. This is Colton. He's going to talk to us about the different pollutants that we potentially contaminate our rivers and streams with.
Some of the things that we get are common household chemicals, oils, antifreeze. There's also fertilizers, pet waste, herbicides and pesticides, and grass clippings.
What would you do with your motor oil and antifreeze? Make sure you put it in a concealed container and take it to an approved collection site. And for trash and litter, make sure you pick it up and throw it in a garbage can or dumpster. What would you do with pesticides and fertilizers? Make sure your empty containers, bags, all get thrown in the approved garbage can or dumpster. When using fertilizer on your grass, make sure we're keeping it on the grass and blowing it back onto the grass when it gets in your curbs and gutters and sidewalks. With pesticides, always follow the label on the bottle. Make sure you watch your drift onto hard surfaces. On cleanup, make sure you're following the label. When mowing your yard and weed eating, make sure you blow all your grass clippings back into the grass and not out into the road. When walking your pets, always make sure you use one of these bags to clean it up and dispose of it in a garbage can.
All right, we all live downstream, and if you wouldn't drink it, don't dump it. Thank you.
Today we learned about where our water comes from, where it goes, how we use it, and how you can keep it clean. So remember kids, be smart, do your part.
A note, there were no pollutants that actually made it to any streams making of this video. And we just want to say thank you on behalf of the Golden Spike Stormwater Coalition. Thanks!
Thank you.